CloudWorld attendees, app innovation enthusiasts, hello. An introduction, maybe first. My name is Aaron Dawson. I'm the communications manager on the DevRel team with Oracle. And look, CloudWorld 2023, September 18th through the 21st in Las Vegas is nigh upon us. And in the week and a half, or whenever this video comes out, we have left, we are teasing what you can expect at CloudWorld, which has a lot to offer, right? Security, cloud native, AI, ML, but most importantly, for our purposes today, the wide world of low code. And to help me decode and maybe explore that wide world, I'm joined today by my colleague who's the vice president of the low code and AI application platform with Oracle. I'm of course speaking to Ashish Mohindroo. Ashish, how's it going?
Great. Thanks for the introduction, Aaron, and great to be here. Excited to talk to you today about all the cool stuff we'll be showcasing at CloudWorld and how we'll be engaging with our audience over there.
Absolutely. And I know that you have a slide to share with us to walk us through, but just to set the stage for what we're doing with low code at CloudWorld this year, to me, I think it's just looking at the sheer amount of sessions and the variety within those sessions. I think a lot of folks think of low code as an approach and Apex as a service as one thing that, the barrier to entry for creating apps, for example, it's low, it's very accessible, and that's great. But low code is so much more than that, especially, I think, when it comes to the synthesis of just low code and AI, for example. Maybe synthesis isn't the right word, but marshaling in a lot of different other technologies with low code. So just setting the table for us, just the idea that low code is so much more than I think a lot of folks think. So with that, I'll turn it over to you. Maybe we can walk through the slides and the sessions.
Sure, yeah. I think just to set the stage, you hit it on you hit the nail on the head there, Aaron. Low code, I think, in the past generations would have been perceived as something that you use to build simple applications, right? So if you don't know much about programming, you wanted to build a simple app, maybe do a spreadsheet replacement, maybe put a simple forms application up there for data entry. Yes, you could create that app with very little code writing. You could be very declarative and build that out. Now, and what I'd say is the second generation of low code, which is the era we are in right now, low code really enables you to build any kind of application. So whether you're building a cloud app, cloud native application, or you're building a mobile app overall, or you're even building a desktop application, you can do all of that with low code platform. It enables you to do anything you could do with high code pretty much. It then enables you to create very intuitive user interfaces, modern looking user interfaces, very sophisticated business logic, and the ability to connect to any data source in the back end. So that's typically a genesis of a full complete application, including process. So all of that capability now is provided to you as an integrated platform where you have to write very little to no code at all. And that's really what Apex really brings to the table. It's a platform for anybody can use to build any kind of application for their enterprises that can run on premises or in the cloud, Oracle Cloud and any other cloud in the market today. So that kind of sets the stage for it. And then as you can see, as you will learn, our audience at CloudWorld would really learn as the different kinds of use cases our customers are leveraging Apex and the low-code platform within their own organizations. So typically we see it in four categories. One is, like I mentioned earlier, where customers are building net new cloud native or mobile applications. So that's a very common use case. I need to build a new project. I need to start a new project, and I want to do this in the cloud ideally, and they're using Apex for that. The second is where they see, okay, we can actually now also do application extensions. So I have existing applications, and you may have, for example, Oracle ERP, HCM applications. You may have payroll systems, and so on. And you want to really do our CRM systems, and I want to do extensions on that to add in new capabilities. we see a lot of that. It's a very common use case where customers want to get more value of the core applications by using Apex and low code to build in those extensions or net new applications on top of that. The third use case, which we see is very, very common, and it's actually the fastest growing use case, is what we call data-centric apps. So you have a lot of data in your company, in your organization, in your enterprise, and you want to get better insights. You want to make that better use of that data for making better decisions. So our customers are actually building out net new data-centric applications, whether they're doing reporting on it, they're doing executive dashboards on it, or they're just manipulating data for getting better analytics on top of that overall. We see that as a very, very common use case. And the last use case I would say that we see is also very common is application modernization. So you have lots of legacy applications in your company or organization, and you want to modernize them. Whether they may have been on premises, you want to bring them to the cloud. So how do you really re-platform them to the cloud? Or you may just want to build more modern interfaces to it. So you may have a legacy app, you want to build a mobile interface to it. Or you may want to build a more sophisticated web interface to it. So Apex is a terrific platform for doing that. And we see that a lot. It's very common with our Forms customers, where they're actually rewriting the Forms apps with Apex, or simply modernizing the Forms app and building in modern interfaces using Apex. So I would say those are the 4 common use cases that we see. And we're going to be highlighting a lot of that within our sessions at CloudWorld, where people can learn more about it. Not only what we bring to the table from a technology perspective, but actually what our customers are doing as well in terms of leveraging these capabilities within their own organizations. As you can see, we have over, I think, 39 plus sessions for Apex, dedicated sessions for Apex at CloudWorld. And then we have a number of hands-on labs as well overall. So you can actually not only learn about the technology and the use cases and what the customer case studies or what they are doing within the organizations, but you can get that really hands-on. We want you to get hands-on, a lot of our users, so you can learn about it firsthand and really see the power of the platform on your own. So some of the sessions I would really like to highlight is the first one on the list, which is about Oracle Apex with AI, changing the face of application development. So this session is very going to be interesting. It's going to not only talk about the overall landscape of where low code and AI are intersecting, but also what are the new capabilities we're bringing out in the platform, especially in terms of AI. So we are really an innovator in the market, which is merging low code with AI to make the platform even more productive for our users and developers to build more intelligent, faster applications and to bring them out to market at a much faster pace, I should say. So that session I would highly recommend. We also have customers talking about the use case. So we're going to have customers live talking about the use case as well of how they are using AI with low code. Another one that is going to be really exciting is actually learning directly from customers, the customer roundtable, which is delivering results with Oracle Apex. We have customers like GM Financial, Syneos Health, which is a leader in biopharma industry. And they're going to be talking about how they're using low code within their own organizations to build out net new applications or to modernize existing applications. So it's a really, really cool panel. I would highly recommend our audience to come in if you're attending CloudWorld to check that out. And you have an option to also have an option to kind of interact and ask questions directly with these customers. Then, like I mentioned, another use case, which is very common, is forms modernization. So we'll be talking with another customer there and talking about Oracle's capabilities. A customer called Humanic, it's a leader in payroll processing. So they're going to talk about how they actually modernize 1,000+ forms with Apex. So it's a fantastic case study and use case, and you can learn from their experience. They're going to talk about the best practices, what was challenging, what was really easy with Apex, and how they would guide other customers to kind of follow the path of forms modernization. Another great one, like I mentioned, is apps modernization or apps extension. So if you have SaaS applications, it doesn't have to be Oracle. It can be Oracle ERP, Oracle HCM, Oracle CRM, or it could be any third-party SaaS systems like Salesforce, SAP, and so on and so forth. And how do you build new extensions to them? The session is really going to cover that. It's going to be a great session overall. There's a big apps audience, user audience at CloudWorld, so I think it'll be great for them to kind of check out to say how they get more value of these things. Then if you're really into team development and doing continuous integration, continuous delivery, CI/CD, and want to learn how Apex supports that. So there's a great session called Application Development Lifecycle Management with Oracle Apex. So I would highly recommend, it's a little bit more technical session, but I think it'd be a great session for anybody looking to build Apex applications in a team. And if you want to do distributed development, it's a great way to learn about that. And then I think the last learning session that I would highly recommend is about what's coming down the pike or what's next on Apex, which is Apex 23. So we'll be talking about upcoming releases, upcoming capabilities. We have a release coming out later this year. So just talking about what's going to be included in that and further releases as well. So that session I would highly recommend as well if anybody is really interested in using Apex and want to learn about our core capabilities coming in the roadmap overall. Then in terms of hands-on labs, we recommend 2 hands-on labs. So this is really where you get your hands dirty with the technologies. It will sit you down in front of your laptop or a terminal, and you get to spin up Apex and you get to create something with it. So the 2 labs is one is about building a movie watch list app. So it's a great lab to learn how to build an application using Apex. So you get to learn how to build a catalog, pull data from different sources with REST APIs, be able to display them in these cards format, be able to search on that. So have a really sophisticated application, be able to build that within an 90 minutes time frame.
Wow.
The second one, which I really, really enjoy, and it's a newer lab, is about building a social media app. So if you're a user of Instagram and want to know how do you build an Instagram clone, this is a lab for you. So it's a fun lab. It's a really fantastic lab. You will get to build an entire social media application from scratch in 90 minutes. So you'll be able to, not only build it, you'll be able to post, you will be able to publish posts, you'll be able to like, dislike posts, like share posts with your friends, create that community. And so it's a really powerful application, be able to upload images and so on. And all of that can be done in 90 minutes. And you will see it comes very close to being an Instagram app. Not all the capabilities, but pretty close that you can do in 90 minutes. It's a really, really fun lab to kind of go check out. And I highly recommend that.
Is the first post a obligatory picture of a meal?
Yes. You can do that or a selfie, that's what people do. So
Sure.
Either one of those.
So, I mean, speaking of food, what a movable feast this is, right? Folks, like, there's so much to sink your teeth in here, especially if you're not yet an Apex user. I can't think of a better place to be surrounded by experts and to start dipping your toes in to the Apex world. Folks, the Apex folks that I've met, super friendly, very approachable, especially these hands-on labs. What a great opportunity to start learning the low-code approach and build something real. That's amazing.
Absolutely. I think it's a great opportunity to meet the real creators of Apex. So the core members of the development team, the leadership team from the development team is going to be there. Core architects are going to be there. Product managers are going to be there. So it's a great way to interact and learn directly from the actual creators of the technology. Ask hard questions. So it's a great opportunity to build a relationship, learn directly from them, and then be able to kind of take that knowledge back with you to your organizations to do your own innovations, to apply that to your own innovations for their applications. So it's a really great experience. Loved it last year. I'm really looking forward to meeting a lot of people this year and really engaging with our customers and learning from them as well of what they are really doing with this technology and platform.
Folks, you heard it here first. Maybe not first. Maybe you heard it here second. Either way, the registration link for CloudWorld 2023 will be in the description to this video below. Ashish, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks so much, Aaron. It was a real pleasure to be here.
Totally. And folks, we'll see you at CloudWorld. Bye.